For this chapter's decorations, I have a corpse on a
I
seat,
want to note my opposition to that.
a trash bin almost on a seat, a 3-box door with a trash bin, all before a corpse ruins it all. I then consulted the bathroom for judgment on my barricade. They gave it a score of $1,000, 6 plasma cutters, a couple of little guys, and some other stuff. In other words, when translated, the bathroom said, the barricade was great until the corpse broke the door. Then it became trash. And in order to avoid more bathroom disappointment, I decided to head towards an elevator and bring someone else's boxes with me. Which disappears on me as soon as I go up. Outside the elevator waiting for me is a contact energy schematic, which I drop, thinking that it would prevent contact energy ammunition spawns, which it doesn't. In the next room, I see that Hammond isn't good enough to be an Isaac. Hammond then tries to explain the issue. I, on the other hand, try to balance things on its head. My record's been one loot box piece. As gameplay self continues to stack pieces of a loot box on Hammond's head, narrator self will provide the mission debrief. Oh boy. So this is the Search and Destroy chapter, where we have these bloater guys scattered all across the level, and I'm supposed to follow the blue light to find them. But me being myself, I disobey the game's directions. But because of this guy, it makes me think I should have gone the other way. And in spite of my worry, killing Damona and Owen was only problematic because I let spawns spawn. Power node well used. Oh, I forgot to mention, the blue light isn't very useful at the moment. I don't think it's tacked onto the closest bloater. So because Dead Space is quite predictable, this big room means a big fight. And it's with Winston.
Time to check the to-do list. Today's the day. A cursory evaluation indicates time's running out.
Winston then gets owned by one clip of my plasma cutter. After Winston's death, I see this puzzle, which I don't remember how to solve. After a bit of exploration, wow, this game is really nice, including the bloater kill. I come back to the puzzle with the wrong solution. Here, gameplay self is hoping that the flame canister explosion would be large enough to kill the bloater. My stupidity isn't lessened by missing my first shot and having a spare fire canister. And as if by magic, my stupidity seemingly turns into walkthrough cheating. There's just no way that I could have failed twice, and then come up with the right solution on the spot. The game even shows its disapproval in the next real room. At least I remembered to let the thing carry me a bit. Eventually I make it into the zero gravity room, where I stasis the electricity generator and shoot at it, thinking that it's a different puzzle. As a result, I waste just enough time for the generator to turn back on and kill me. Attempt 2 has me wasting just enough time for me not to make it through all the way. Attempt 3 is like number 2, only without dying, and it also has the game telling me to leave this puzzle. On my way back, kind of, I decide to investigate the third level. And it's breathtaking. shock from the zero gravity room, I decide to rely on the blue light for assistance. The blue light tells me to head towards this door. At the door, I hear some squishy noises. So I remain in the big room to investigate, only to find nothing, only to return to the progressive door, only to get caught off guard. Frustrated at the necromorphs, I decide to kick them off the railings, out of retaliation, and then move on. The next major room, I see myself behind the kitchen of a McDonald's. There, I go to the nearest room and stare at the vent above my head. The second room just has a bench. The next closest thing is an elevator which I ride up, but as I ride up, I hear this really dramatic music from one guy. What, EA? Next up, we have a space forest with a rumble. In the rumble, we have me obliviously acknowledging a necromorph from behind, some lurker shots, another necromorph from behind, and then one that charges at me. In the nearest room, I find myself next to the bloater. On my way back out, I try to make my way, but the music won't let me. Eventually I make it onto a lift, where Athena informs me that Temple knows about the toxins in my area.
Warning. Toxics detected in laboratory processing. A repair technician has been notified.
Like Athena can't be talking about me, I'm going the wrong way. And oh god, boomers. They're pretty nice to me now, but they sure as heck won't be later on. Meanwhile, I make my way into this other zero-G room, with no longer contained lurkers, who then become no longer alive. After this, I find myself above the McDonald's kitchens. Athena then tells me that the filtration system is toxic, which doesn't stop me from getting hurt a lot. On the other side, I meet the Super Slasher, who I fight by shooting the walls. With that bloater killed, I return back to the Space Forest. There, I fight a tubby which I improperly kill. And some little guys which I up, and away from. Man, this lift is slow. Did they grease it with maple syrup? I upped myself one level too many, and have to descend myself for this bloater.
Isaac, make us whole again.
Hey, why does this bloater have holograms of my girl, saying make us whole again? What the?
Oh.
Man, that's just wrong, dude. Also, this is a pretty great shot of essentially a cliche horror
That's the
scene.
last one, Isaac. There's a switch in atmosphere control to restart the oxygen recycling. Once the air's clean, you can get into food storage. Isaac, I've been reading these reports. The crew all began having mass hallucinations.
Which gets ruined by Kendra's talking, subtitles, and a dancing
on a
infector.
security monitor. And that's just not possible.
That bloater's got footage from all of us? At this point, I'm making my way back to the starter room, and eventually this boss, which I'll cut to, since nothing noteworthy happens, besides me getting cornered by little guys from before, and getting kitchen grease. Boss fight time.
Zero gravity.
And, well, I died. Round 3 starts off with gameplay me fighting aggressively, which in general works out, but I still couldn't remember how to fight the boss's second phase. Firing the yellow things back at it seemed to work, but it can't be done too often. Shooting at it was more or less the same idea, except it might actually work. How much ammo do I have? It seems like a lot. I couldn't be firing that thing for that long. And with my superior lessons learned, I eventually killed the behemoth, and that's pretty much game for Chapter 6. All I have left to say is that my elevator luggage returned. Future toilets have invisible walls and no collision detection, and that my passenger left me again.